Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Raila Odinga this evening made some remarks that are going to form the basis of our analysis. Listen to Raila Odinga briefly before we continue.
Leo wameshika Mheshimiwa Makau, sahihi wameshika Oparanya. Najua kesho watakuja kushika Martha, washike Kalonzo, washike Eugene, washike Wairia, Wajakoya, Ledama, watashika sisi zote hapa Eugene. Lakini baada ya hayo Kalonzo nyingine atatokea, Martha nyingine atatokea, Eugene nyingine watatokea, Wairia. Hii ni kama mto Nile imetoka Jinja inaelekea kule bahari ya Shamu. Ufanye nini huwezi kuzuia kufika huko. Itafika. Mto Nile itafika bahari ya kati. Wapende wasipende.
That's just a bit of Azimio's press release this evening. And for those who listened to the entire press release, which I shared with you here in our earlier video, Raila also insinuated that Ruto's government has formed a killer squad, a squad that will be targeting Azimio leaders and their supporters. I want us to dig deep into the press release for Kenyans to understand the current political situation in the country. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Yes. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? The first thing coming out very clearly, William Ruto and his team are panicking. And they are panicking because they are seeing Raila and his team getting stronger as him and his team are losing support across the country. When Wafula Chebukati declared William Ruto the winner of August 2022 presidential election, William Ruto knew that he had finished completely Raila Odinga. He had finished Raila Odinga completely politically. That's what William Ruto knew when Chebukati announced him the winner. And that's why he had the guts to even say he wanted a very strong opposition. The truth of the matter, William Ruto knew Raila was done politically and there was not going to be any strong opposition against his government. But now, 9 months in power, he's realizing that the same Raila Odinga I thought he had finished politically is emerging even stronger than he was before. While himself, Ruto, is losing support across the country, including even in areas that supported him in the last presidential election. So Ruto is panicking because Raila Odinga is getting stronger as him, Ruto, loses the ground support. That's why Ruto is panicking. And those are just signs of a panicking government. When you see they start arresting leaders, and when even you see they start forming some squads, those are just to silence critical Kenyans. And then secondly, Ruto is just being himself. The true William Ruto is coming out very clearly. And for those who have been following us here, even before last year's August elections, we said all these things that Ruto, from his past track records, he's coming out as a dictator. Somebody who cannot allow divergent opinions. That's something we started saying here even before the elections. So I'm seeing a William Ruto who cannot hide any longer. The true William Ruto is now coming out. And I'm seeing William Ruto going to be more dictatorial as time goes by. As he settles fully in government, he is going to be more dictatorial than he is right now. He's still just settling in government. Ruto is just being himself. He's just exhibiting the dictatorial tendencies he has all along possessed. That's also something I'm seeing here. And then something also coming out very clearly. William Ruto is very green when it comes to governance. And I see William Ruto as somebody who acts out of emotion. He doesn't take time to actually understand things before he reacts. He's an individual who acts very fast out of emotions. And for a top leader like him to use emotions to guide him, then Ruto's fate, or rather his political future, or his future as a human being, is not very bright, because the emotions will most definitely lead him astray. And in this case, it's very clear that if it's true, as Raila Odinga and his team alleged, that this government is setting a killer squad, then I'm very sure beyond any reasonable doubt that that killer squad will be William Ruto's Waterloo. William Ruto's downfall might come out of that killer squad if actually it's true. That's what the government is doing. And I'm saying that because the killer squad cannot be set without William Ruto's knowledge. That will be William Ruto's Waterloo moment. And above all, William Ruto is very angry and very bitter because he knows he has failed to deliver. He gave so many promises which he knows he can't fulfill. That's eating him from inside. If at all there's some conscience, that's eating him from inside. So I'm seeing a man who is totally confused. He gave so many promises which he knows that he cannot even deliver 2% of the promises he gave. And now with Kenyans becoming impatient, Ruto does not want to hear any person actually opening Kenyans' eyes. Raila Odinga is opening Kenyans' eyes. And how I wish Kenyans should take that goodwill from Raila Odinga. Kenyans are very lucky to have a leader who can stand against a dictatorial government. By Raila Odinga standing against a dictatorial government, Kenyans have a lot to gain from that. In the absence of Raila Odinga, I'm not seeing a leader currently who will stand against this regime's dictatorial tendencies. So Kenyans should actually celebrate Raila Odinga when he's still there for them. Without a Raila Odinga, William Ruto will push Kenyans to the wall to a point that when he'll be done with Kenyans, nobody will even dare mention William Ruto's name in public. Kenyans are a very lucky lot to have somebody like Raila Odinga who can stand up against a dictatorial regime. As I conclude, I've always maintained that governments that have always failed the world over, the Ruto's government is showing similar tendencies of a government that will fail. This government is showing all the tendencies of a government or a regime that will fail. Governments that have failed the world over are known to be extrajudicial, in that a leader just wakes up, does not obey the constitution. A leader just does his or her own things. It's never the rule of law. Yes, it's never the rule of law. Ruto's government is exhibiting that. The constitution is very clear that Kenyans have a right to protest, to demonstrate, to picket. All these are rights Kenyans have been given in the constitution. William Ruto has turned a blind eye to the constitution, while he is expected to uphold the constitution, the rule of law. Ruto's government will surely fail. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. For those watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any other person who wants to support our forum here, contact me through the number below. And I've also pinned the number on the comment section. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.